A lot of people say I'm not a spontaneous person. Spontaneity is nothing more than getting an idea, deciding when it would be a good idea, and then taking action. Now, the reason we see children and we think they're so spontaneous is because they get an idea every 2 seconds in their head, and half a second later they think, yeah, that sounds good, and another minute later they're doing it. So they're very spontaneous. But just because it takes you longer to get an idea in your head, it takes a little bit of planning to decide when can I carry this out, and then it takes a little bit longer to actually carry it out, you can become spontaneous. That's not something that you are born with. You can learn to become spontaneous. And I've had wonderful stories coming out of the class, and hopefully today, we'll get a little bit of some of ideas from you. But one of the things I'll just never forget, this woman used to come to class and she looked like Grace Kelly. She was the most elegant, beautiful woman, 3-piece business suit every single time she came to class. And she raised her hand and she said, I don't know what possessed me. I'm a lawyer and my husband is a lawyer. But after your class, I was so motivated. I'd never done anything like this before. But there was a sleazy adult motel in the area that she went during lunch. She calls him. He's in the middle of a client. She tells the secretary, it's very important, I want you to interrupt him. And so he gets on the phone and she says, hi, honey, it's me, and I'm at the such and such motel. And he knows what motel or hotel that is in the area. And she said, and I'm in room blah, 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 waiting. I'm completely nude, and I'm waiting for that gorgeous hunk body of yours. And he says, who is this? And so she says, it's your wife. He goes, oh, come on, you are not. And she said, I am. I'm going to hang up the phone. I want you to call information, ask for the hotel, and then ask for this room just to see that I'm here. So, of course, 2 minutes later, a minute and a half, 30 seconds later, the phone rings. And he goes, it is you. And so she said, yes, it is, and I'm waiting for you. And she hears him muffling, holding the phone receptor, talking to his client, saying, listen, this is an emergency. It can't wait. I have to go right now. And so she said they had the best afternoon ever because it was something, again, a spontaneous thought.